Dirk's not a great athlete.
No.
Dirk doesn't have explosive quickness, right?
No.
Dirk isn't physical.
No.
Well, that's what's going to happen to Dončić.
I don't believe he's a lottery pick.
Not a lottery pick.
This kid's a really, I mean, he's better than Ricky Rubio, but he doesn't look special to me.
You won't believe how one game changed everything for Luka Dončić. Not just for the Mavs, not just for the league. This was the night he proved he wasn't just great. He was him. Let's rewind to the 2018 NBA draft for a second. Because to truly appreciate Luka Dončic's story, you have to understand how the NBA world first saw him. That night, Luka was originally picked 3rd overall by the Atlanta Hawks. But within minutes, he was traded to the Dallas Mavericks for Trae Young. At that moment, the debates exploded. Was this a mistake by the Hawks? Did Dallas overvalue an unproven European player? Many analysts openly expressed doubts, labeling Luka as slow, unathletic, and dismissing his potential as nothing more than a typical Euro-style shooter. ESPN analysts openly questioned if Luka's European achievements, like winning the EuroLeague MVP at just 19, would mean anything at the faster, more physical NBA level. Skip Bayless called him overhyped, while various media personalities openly wondered if he could handle NBA athleticism. Even after Luka's impressive rookie campaign, averaging 21.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 6 assists, ultimately winning the Rookie of the Year award, the praise always came with hesitation. He was still considered by many as a skilled, intriguing young player, but the word dominant was intentionally avoided, reserved for the league's recognized superstars. Tweets, press clips, and TV segments from that time are filled with cautious optimism at best, skepticism at worst. This disrespect wasn't lost on Luka. It quietly fueled something much deeper within him. Fast forward slightly, and Luka Dončic's numbers quietly climbed. He began stacking triple-doubles at a historic pace, making something incredibly difficult look routine. In fact, he became the youngest player in NBA history to record a 30-point triple-double in a playoff game. Yet somehow this groundbreaking achievement barely made waves outside of Dallas. He regularly delivered casual, ice-cold game winners with such frequency that fans started expecting them. But despite his undeniable impact, Luka remained oddly absent from serious MVP discussions. While the spotlight favored players with explosive athleticism or louder personalities, Luka was quietly elevating Dallas night after night, turning them from a struggling squad into a playoff threat almost single-handedly. The media overlooked him. The basketball world focused elsewhere. But Luka was meticulously sharpening his game. Every ignored triple-double, every underappreciated clutch moment was building towards something massive. He wasn't just proving doubters wrong, he was quietly laying the foundation to leave them speechless. Luka Dončić wasn't bothered by the lack of attention. He was cooking in silence, perfecting his craft game after game, knowing deep down the storm was coming. That moment arrived on December 27, 2022, in a game against the New York Knicks. The Mavericks were trailing by 9 points with just 33 seconds left on the clock. What followed was nothing short of miraculous. Luka orchestrated a comeback, scoring crucial points, and, in a defining play, intentionally missed a free throw, secured the rebound, and made the tying basket to send the game into overtime. He finished the game with an unprecedented stat line, 60 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 assists, marking the first 60-20-10 triple-double in NBA history. This performance wasn't just a personal milestone, it was a statement to the entire league. Luka Dončić had arrived, and he was undeniably him. As soon as the final buzzer sounded on December 27, 2022, and Luka's historic stat line flashed across screens worldwide, 60 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists, the entire basketball universe erupted. Twitter instantly exploded. Luka is him trended globally. Players who'd seen everything still found themselves stunned. Kevin Durant tweeted his disbelief, simply saying, "That was insane." LeBron James chimed in, calling Luka special and acknowledging his greatness publicly. Even Mavericks legend Dirk Nowitzki couldn't help but express his awe, tweeting proudly about Luka carrying his legacy forward. Analysts scrambled to rewrite their narratives. Skip Bayless, known for his tough criticism, publicly admitted, "I was wrong about Luka Dončić." A moment fans replayed again and again as validation. ESPN headlines screamed, "Luka makes NBA history and greatest individual performance ever?" The media frenzy wasn't just about celebrating a single game. It was an acknowledgement that Luka had officially elevated himself from just another young star to something truly extraordinary. That night, doubters turned believers. There was simply no denying it anymore. But beyond the staggering numbers and the viral reactions, there was something deeper about that game. Something that truly defined Luka's greatness. It wasn't flashy dunks or blazing speed that made Luka unstoppable. In fact, Luka wasn't the most athletic player on the court, nor was he ever the fastest or most explosive. Instead, he dominated purely through impeccable footwork, elite basketball IQ, and perfect timing. His ability to read the game, predict defenses, and control every inch of the court set him apart. Luka wasn't just playing basketball, he was orchestrating it. He won the game not by overpowering opponents, but by outthinking them. What made his performance truly terrifying wasn't loud celebrations or dramatic gestures. It was his calm, his composure under impossible pressure. With the game on the line, Luka looked completely unfazed, as if he already knew the outcome. And that calmness, that was exactly what sent chills down the spines of defenders. Luka Dončić hadn't just beaten them with talent, he had defeated them with his mind. And that was far more frightening. From that night onward, Luka Dončić's place in the league transformed dramatically. After dropping that historic 60-21-10 performance against the Knicks, Luka didn't just dominate the headlines. He became the center of every opposing team's scouting report. Coaches weren't just worried, they were desperate. Strategies revolved completely around stopping him. Double teams became triple teams, and even that rarely worked. Suddenly, the media that had once hesitated to fully acknowledge him now consistently placed his name near the top of MVP discussions. Analysts couldn't avoid the conversation anymore. Luka wasn't just an exciting talent, he was officially elite. In the locker room, the shift was equally dramatic. Teammates willingly stepped aside, giving him full control on the court and fully trusting his instincts. His voice carried weight, his presence demanded respect. Fans around the league began to fear him every time he touched the ball, while players openly admitted in interviews just how daunting it was to face him. Luka was no longer being talked about as the future. That game officially marked the end of waiting for greatness. He had become greatness itself, right before everyone's eyes. Fast forward to today, and Luka now wears purple and gold, playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the most iconic franchises in sports. But it's critical to remember that the legend of Luka Dončić, the player people now recognize instantly as him, was truly born that night in Dallas through one impossible, historic comeback. It doesn't matter if he's in Mavericks blue or Lakers gold. The jersey changed, but Luka never did. That same calmness, that same deadly basketball IQ, that same ability to dismantle defenses with nothing but pure skill and confidence remains unchanged. Different city, different teammates, same unstoppable force. As fans around the league watch Luka in LA, they're witnessing a player whose legacy was forged in that single unforgettable game. Different jersey, same Luka, still him.